Hey Aries, it's Alicia with Twisted Tarot here to do your May 2019 Twin Flame Tarot reading. Thank you everyone for all your likes, shares, subscribes, comments, your personal readings. Your email feedback has been amazing. Thank you so much for your support of my channel. I love you guys so much. Very blessed to have such a beautiful support network for my channel. So thank you guys. You've been amazing. It is a general reading, guys, so take what resonates, leave the rest. It may be a message for you, maybe a message for someone else. If you're not getting messages on my channel, there's a couple of reasons why. One of the main reasons is I pull from the collective. I pull from likes, shares, subscribes, and comments for the channel. And anybody else in my life, which I know a lot of Aries, then I pull from their energy as well. So that's how I'm going to get what I want, the messages I want to give to you for the channel. So if you haven't done that already, please do. Please like, please share, please subscribe. Comments are awesome. I love them. I love the feedback. Tell me what you like, what you don't like. You know, I'm an Aries. I can take constructive criticism. You know, if you don't feel like it's appropriate to comment that way, you can always email it to me and say, hey, Alicia, I want something different, or can you do this in your channel? Because, you know, I'm tailoring this to you guys. This is, you know, you have a say, you know, in how I do this as well. So I appreciate that. And I appreciate all the feedback. So, it is general. So take what resonates, leave the rest. If you're not, if it doesn't resonate with you, please check your moon, your rising, and your Venus, especially for February and March. The moon sign was actually spot on for a lot of my subscribers and myself for the channel. Because we were in Pisces season and it was all about emotions. Okay, so we had a full moon in Pisces, which really brought out everybody's emotions. Okay, because Pisces is really connected to emotions. So check that out. That was very relevant for those months if you weren't getting the messages or it wasn't resonating for your sun sign. Again, we are talking about love, so Venus as well can be a relevant planet. So if you're not sure where your planets fall, there is a link in the description box below. It takes you to Cafe Astrology, and you can map out your birth chart and get the information about where your planets fall and all that good stuff there. So check that out so you can kind of explore the channel a little bit more and see what kind of starts to resonate for you. And what you feel drawn to is more than likely the messages you need to hear. So if you feel drawn to a certain sign, you know, go for it. Watch it, listen, see if maybe it is your story somehow. So that would be great to get that feedback on that. So hopefully that works out for y'all. What else? If you need a personal reading from me, the link is in the description box below. I don't do just twin flames. I can do any question, pretty much any general, if you just want general messages from spirit, you want love, you want money, whatever. So that link is there, and that will take you to Facebook, and you can look at my rates and how to book me and information about me. You can also follow me on Facebook and Instagram. So I keep forgetting to post the Instagram link, so I will put that in the description box below, so auto populates and generates if you guys want to follow me there. Let's see what else. I think it's pretty much it. Also, the roles can reverse completely. So this is meant to be your energy in this video, Aries, and your twin's energy in the second video. I break them up into two videos because they get kind of long. And I know that it kind of, you know, you may want to watch one video and not the other. However, I highly recommend watching both because we're talking about twin flames. We're talking about two souls. Make sure that my volume is up. Sometimes I'm not. Okay, so we are talking about twin flames. So it is, you are one soul. So your information that may be relevant to you may come out in your twins video, vice versa. Maybe little pieces of you and your twin just kind of scattered around. So I highly recommend watching both. All right, let's get into your energy, Aries. We're going to clear out the room with my chime. So if you are wearing headphones, you may want to turn it down or take them out. It's not really all that loud is what I've been told, but who knows? You know, I can't say how high your volume is on your listening device. So yeah, all right. So let's clear that out, and then we'll get right into your reading. Beautiful. All right, so there were some cards that flipped over while I was putting away the tea leaf deck. So I wanted to give that information to you. See if they were just random messages, so they could be for you, could be for your twin. We have Bo. You are highly thought of. And look at that red there. That's all Aries. You know, you may wear bows. I think we got this in another one of the videos that may have come out for one of the other Aries videos. I can't remember. Maybe November or something along those lines. But yeah, so someone thinks very highly of you, or you are very highly thought of in your either work or, you know, family or friends or etc., wherever, you know, maybe even in all aspects of your life. So, you know, go Aries. I mean, we are amazing, an amazing sign. So we are the leaders of the zodiac. So that's not surprising to see that, you know, that somebody thinks highly of us, you know, thinks highly of you guys. So that's beautiful. And we have Beryl. Okay. And sorry, hard to see here. It says you feel something is lacking in your life, perhaps love, money, or goals. Okay, so for some of you, you may be feeling like there's a lack of one of those things in your life. And they wanted to express that, and that both these cards just flipped over randomly. So I wanted to get those messages out for you. Okay, this is these are the astrological signs, astrological deck. So Spirit helps me take two cards for who your twin could be, for who you're dealing with. If your twin sign does not come out, it doesn't mean this video can't be for you. It is general. The messages are general. Try not to get hung up on the zodiac signs. However, if they do come out and it resonates more, that's awesome. I'm so glad, and I hope that happens for, you know, the majority of you on my channel. So, you know, but any sign can come up with any of the cards, and I can feel it from any of them. So going forward. All right, let's see who you could be dealing with for your twin, Aries. Okay, that came out quick. Okay, we have Leo, so two fire signs. Ooh, sexy. All right, fire and fire. All right, Aries, who else could you be dealing with? Aries. Who else could Aries twin be? Sometimes I hold the cards a little bit tight and they don't want to come out, so I have to loosen up a little. They want to come out. There's jumpers. All right, who is Aries dealing with for their twin? Okay, and we have Aquarius. Okay, so it could be dealing with an Aquarius or a Leo. All right, cool. Mutual energy between you and your friend, yeah, you and your twin, is the Queen of Swords. So with the Queen of Swords, I feel like this is a lot of logic. This is kind of approaching things in a very decisive manner. So the Queen of Swords to me is Aquarius, Libra, or Gemini. We've got Aquarius here. She's an air sign, so she has the quality of swords. The swords are regarding thoughts. They're regarding logic. They cut through the bullshit. They don't, you know, they're not very emotional. They can seem cold or distant. So there may be a little distance, a little coldness about the connection. It may be very much not overly emotional. We could just be dealing with a connection that's kind of very logical, very decisive, very forthright. Okay, so it could be in words, it could be in actions. You guys may be taking action towards each other because the Queen of Swords, any swords cards to me are action based. So that's very interesting. Or you could really just be dealing with an air sign here and they want to come out very strongly here. We do have that Aquarius, so but very, very stoic type of woman. Could be an older woman as well. So you either could be that way, Aries, or your twin, or vice versa. You know, take it how it resonates. So interesting energy here. I feel like a lot of logical communication, a lot of thoughts, a lot of she's very regal. Like I feel like the Queen of Swords rules with her mind and not her heart. She relies mainly on her intuition as well, even though that is more feelings. But swords can also talk about, like, for me, kind of, you know, truth and clarity and things like that. And they still kind of express to me some type of intuition. So this is very good energy. I like the energy, and we'll go further. I clarify all the tarot cards at the end, so we'll see why that Queen of Swords is here, and what her energy has to tell us, okay, about the connection. So very interesting. So let's see where we're headed. All right, Aries, first card out for you we have is friction. Okay, and that could be friction here. That could be friction. You know, Queen of Swords isn't always about, they don't always communicate with their heart, again, with compassion. They are very, you know, they can be very cutthroat in their way of speaking, especially if she's reversed, but she's not. So she's upright. So it's almost like still having tact, still having, still, again, holding her head high and being able to kind of, you know, communicate just very concise, okay, and very direct, but it can also cause friction, okay. This is a brand new deck. I am loving this deck. It is called the Sacred Earth Oracle, and I love it. So I'm going to read from the book, as I always do with these new decks, and I love you guys. Thank you so much for listening. And I feel like they have a lot of symbols and signs in here and things that if I just feel it out, we could miss. So I really want to give you some more information. So, okay. Respond to someone's words, not their tone. Answer an uncomfortable discussion with questions. Listen, gather information, and be flexible. I feel that's exactly what that Queen of Swords is talking about. Change your position due to a clearer understanding, but do not be worn down by argument. Resist an attempt to erode your character. Counter an abrasive personality by elevating knowledge and experience. Pull back your emotions and let the truth reveal itself. Yeah, so exactly. So I feel like this Queen of Swords is totally connected to that friction. It's allowing the truth to come out on its own. It's not reacting emotionally. It's pulling back your emotions. It's asking questions. If there's some friction in a situation, try not to respond argumentatively to this person. If they kind of take an argumentative stance, you guys could be having arguments. You know, with that Queen of Swords, it's not uncommon for her to really try to drive her point through with that sword, okay? And you can change your position due to a clearer understanding. So if you're getting more understanding of the situation and responding to someone's words and not their tone, because they may not be very nice in the way that they come off or the way that they communicate, okay? So they want you to kind of hold back, but move with friction comes awareness and movement, okay? So something's trying to kind of push you out of your comfort zone maybe in this way, and learning how to communicate a little bit differently. Maybe with your twin, maybe it's like, you know, maybe your communication has kind of gotten to the point where it's like unemotional and it's just all about, you know, it could be just all about discussing things and just very concise, logical communication, okay? And we have a mature man. Okay, so this could be you or your twin. So dealing with a mature man is involved in this situation. Okay, this is also from a new deck. I love this. I just got it about a month ago, but I haven't had a chance to use it or go through it very much. I've had a few personal readings that I've used it in, so I now get to bring it out for the collective. So it's exciting. It's Amira's Love Oracle. So this talks about a mature man. So let's see what they have, what characteristics you can expect from this person. This could be you. It also could be the person that you are either dating, or it could be your twin. So it could be anybody in your relationships. All right. Could even be a friend. Okay. Experienced life experience. A man who is mature-minded despite his age. Responsible man. Bald, shaved hair, or grayish hair. Okay. All right. Interesting. Next card we have is pause. So there may be a pause in this connection right now. Things may not be moving forward, and there may be just kind of, just like somebody pressed pause and maybe just kind of reevaluating things. So let's see. Where is that going to take us? Okay. And there's the Five of Wands. So I feel like the pause is because there are a lot of opinions, a lot of this Five of Wands kind of says to me that there is a little bit of friction. Again, friction here. We have friction going on within this connection or with this person. So maybe it's on pause because there is a lot of communication going on, and it may be good, it may be bad, it may be arguments. I feel like the five is like a lot of changes going on, a lot of things being expressed. Okay, so, and it could be that there's five people involved and they all want to have their say and their opinions and things like that, and it could be family related with that energy. So it's just like this, all these wands involved, all these people that have a stick, that have a say or want a say, may be causing some friction in this connection. Okay. All right, we have dogs getting together with friends. Okay, so you may be getting together with friends. This 5 doesn't have to be arguments. It could be collaboration too. So maybe trying to make something work. So you could just be trying to get together with friends instead of, there may be a pause between this connection with this mature man. And instead you're kind of just like, okay, I'm going to go hang out with my friends. I'm going to go do my own thing. And, and I feel like these wands are just like, they've all kind of come together, but they're just sitting there. Like nobody's battling, nobody's fighting. It's just like almost like this freeze frame of these wands. Very interesting. Can't wait to clarify that out. Twin flame message. I need more time to figure things out. Okay, so Aries, you may need some more time to figure things out for yourself about this connection. There may be, again, friction. So instead, getting together with friends, maybe kind of blowing off steam there, or just trying to figure out what's going on in your mind with this energy. So yeah, interesting. Okay, so you may need some more time to figure some things out about this. Okay, and we have brilliance. I love these cards, you guys. They are so beautiful, so beautiful. I'm so glad I got this deck. Let's see here. What do they have to say about brilliance? I love that. It seems so positive. An underlying fear of success. New ideas threaten old ways. Positive change respects the past and the future. Put your thinking cap on and brainstorm. Step outside of conformity and well-meaning advice. Okay, there may be people giving advice about this connection to you. Creative energy is generated through conversation and play. Be prepared for loud applause and the accompanying criticism. Experimentation recharges an interest. A sudden realization brings dramatic change. So you may be afraid of success because it comes with being criticized. And it may be hard, again, Aries is all about the ego. We really are. And we do have a hard time with the death of our ego, or when it's challenged, or when we may fear that criticism that comes with this time frame. I feel like also, as I'm speaking about this, like I said before, there was fighting, there was conflicts, there was friction with this mature man, but there's a pause in the fighting right now, and everything's just kind of stopped. So for those of you that are experiencing this, this may be past energy here, and now it's kind of on pause, like it's not playing itself out anymore, and this mature man may be behind that friction that's happened in this situation. And there was way too many people involved in this, in this discussion, or it could be school, it could be work, it could be your family or friends, etc. Like each one of these wands could be responsibilities you feel like you're carrying as well. This could be a lot of responsibilities for some of you, or feeling like each one is trying to get heard, or trying to work together in some way, but maybe still causing friction. Okay, still feel like that. With the brilliance, so new ideas may challenge old beliefs, and it may be something about that may challenge you, and hopefully you can see it in a way that is for growth. And it wants you to, it says creative energy is generated through conversation and play. So kind of getting a little bit, this is such a serious energy here. So, you may just be wanting to, let loose, have fun with your friends, and not take things so seriously right now with that brilliance. Okay. Let's see. It says an inspirational thought flows into your heart and something new is born. You are focused, inspired, and intuitively guided towards success. Much is accomplished with seemingly little effort because the force of love and purpose is on your side. Your work and energy shall touch the hearts of many. Embrace your mental brilliance as part of your light. Yeah, absolutely. They want you to embrace this. So, one of the most beautiful things I ever heard was an ex-boyfriend of mine. He's the sweetest thing ever. And when I first started this channel, I told him, I said, hey, babe, I got my first dislike. And he said to me, and it was the most wonderful thing I've ever heard, and it made me feel so much better. He said, well, babe, that's how you know you made it. And I was like, oh. He goes, because you have haters. And I said, oh, I was like, okay, all right. And from then on, it doesn't bother me. You like, you dislike, the videos. It doesn't bother me. It's not gonna make me change my messages. And Divine's gonna give out what they give out. And I can't control that. So, you can dislike the Divine all you want. I'm just the channeler, so I don't take any of that personally. And he helped me understand that now you made it. So Aries, you're doing brilliant. So keep going. And be prepared for that criticism, but with criticism comes growth. Okay, so they want you to understand that there's something to be learned from every piece of good feedback and bad feedback. All right, and we have a young female. All right, so young female may be involved. Let's see, or that could be you, Aries. Okay, doesn't have to be someone else. It could be you are younger than this mature man, okay, which would make sense, if they're more mature than you, for some of y'all. So let's see, what do we got for this young female? Youthful female, immature girl, living with parents, dreams of the future, fashion, and music, under 25 years old. Okay, so yeah, that's interesting here. So there may be someone around you. It could be your daughter. It could be this mature man's daughter that is under 25 years old, but they may be still living at home with this person or you. And they have dreams of going into fashion and music. So let's see what they have to say about that. Okay, so there's some type of union here. Okay, so there's a pause. So there was a pause and maybe a pause in coming together within this union, but it could be related to this young female here or this mature man. So there may be some type of pause in the union that's taking place, but it also is showing that could be the past energy of pausing, and now when things start to change, that you guys are coming into union. So it could be with yourself, could be with your twin. We have two people here, a man and a woman, that are standing under the moon. So it is meant to, to symbolize union in the, I'm so sorry, union in the 3D or union in the 4D and the 5D. Okay, so that keep in mind that doesn't necessarily mean that it's happening on a physical level. It could be on a spiritual level as well. And we have the star. So you're wishing for this union, okay? And again, you could be this young female, or this young female is involved in this situation. As far as you could just be a parent, okay? But you're wishing for some type of union. You're having faith. You're having hope in a situation. It is healing. So there's definitely some healing that's going to take place. And a union is definitely starting to manifest. I feel like the star is your wish for this. And let's see where we go, if that's gonna kind of manifest here. So let's see. 4-leaf clover, great, good fortune. Yes, absolutely. I feel like that 4-leaf clover is all about kind of that lucky energy. And so I think we just got that in the Gemini video as well. That was their fortune for them and their twin was a 4-leaf clover. It was luck. So luck is on your side, and it is shining down on this, and they are wanting to grant you that wish of coming into union. So that's beautiful. Twin flame message, I'm reminded of you constantly. So yes, if you're in separation, they're reminded of you constantly, and they are wishing for this union, and this great fortune is underneath that. And it was also talking about with that brilliance, with you guys shining, you guys being stars, you guys really having the ability to go after what it is you want, whether it's a business idea, whether it's education related, whatever you're looking to do. I think on a professional level as well, and personal, maybe both. Your spiritual level, your spiritual journey is more than likely connected to that for a lot of you, because it's combining the both of them. So I feel like luck is on your side, and the star is here. They see your wish. The divine knows what you're wishing for, and they're ready to grant that, is what I'm feeling here. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful energy. All right, dependability. Yes. So this card is very beautiful. It screams twin flames to me, because we have the yin and the yang, the masculine and the feminine there. Even if you are in a same-sex relationship, again, we all have masculine and feminine within ourselves. So dependability is being able to depend on, somebody can depend on you, you can depend on them. I love this card, even though it kind of starts out shaky. It says, something that sounds too good to be true probably is. Choose dependability over grandiose promises. Stay focused and stick to your goals. Stating something loudly and repeatedly doesn't make it true. Do not be distracted by secondhand or ill-informed opinions. The truth always has a way of revealing itself. You've got two different cards that talk about truth revealing itself, okay? It always has a way. And you don't need to get involved, okay? So turn to or be someone you can trust. I feel like that, again, it's this type of energy where somebody feels you or your twin feels like that there's a lot of competition here and a lot of friction, there is conflict in this card, although I do show it's been put on pause or on hold or has stopped for now, because there's a lot of people involved. So it's almost like removing yourself from that situation and trying not to be distracted by secondhand opinions and ill-informed people who don't know what the hell they're talking about, and Aries, we research and we go, down, we try to figure out as much as possible about things that we are interested in. And, we kind of look at others in a way of like, you want to be dumb, you want to say stupid things, you want to think that you're right. Well, have fun with that. But, we know and we like being right. Aries is like that. So it is a little bit of ego. But they, this is what they're saying. Stick to your goals. Stay focused. Choose dependability over something that seems way too good to be true. So check your facts. Check it. If it seems too good to be true, it probably is. So they want you to stick with the dependable right now. They don't want you to go out and make unnecessary risks when it comes to getting off track of your goals. And especially when it comes to finances, investments, and job related. We have soulmate. Okay, so this young female in your life may also be a soulmate. So this could be a friend here for some of you, or this mature man here, because it falls in that same row. But there's a soulmate around you. There's somebody that you could be coming into union with a soulmate. It could be this young female for some of you. So just keep that in mind. Very beautiful energy here. I love that. And we have the dark night of the soul. So they're not going, this soulmate or yourself, you're no longer going through the dark night of the soul, or you're being helped out of that because there's somebody here who's like healing you with this soulmate energy. Okay, so I want to see how they express this card here in this deck. I want to see what they say about soulmates, because everything's kind of got its own take on it, and I want to see what they say about it so I can give that message for you guys. So I think it's very important to kind of go with the book right now, kind of see, going by the book. Yeah, I feel like, I'm an Aries and I'm just like, okay, go by the book, go with what's dependable, even though we all kind of know what a soulmate is. Feeling of true connection with one another, knowing what the other is thinking and feeling without saying. Communication through eye contact, previous lifetimes together. One soulmate connection can last a lifetime and others for a short time. We often have more than one soulmate in each lifetime. The card you pulled today means that the person or situation you have asked about relates to a soulmate connection. You have known each other before. Yes, there's definitely a soulmate connection here. Beautiful. Okay, and we have the Knight of Pentacles reversed. So this is that energy that's kind of undependable when it's reversed, because the Knight of Pentacles is an earth sign, and when upright, so it's Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. When it's upright, it's dependable energy. It's, even though this person may take the long road or kind of, they always talk about this guy, and I always think this is so funny, like getting drunk in the tavern. He's trying to bring that pentacle. He's the slowest moving knight in the deck, okay? So this person has now either been, somebody's become super impatient and with this person because of how slow they are. And it could have been because they were in the dark night of the soul, but they've come out of that now. So now they have something possibly, maybe they're quickening their pace to offer this pentacle to you. But with the Knight of Pentacles upright, they're still dependable. They're still stable. They're still, able to kind of bring that offer, okay? So it's very possible there's a couple different messages. This person may just be not able to offer something, or they weren't able to, and they were maybe being a little bit slow about it in the past because they were going through a dark night of the soul, okay? This is a soulmate energy here that I'm picking up very strongly for this energy, for this earth energy, okay? So it may be now they've kind of, maybe there was a pause in the past, but now it's like, okay, now it's time to move forward. Now it's time to move forward, and, stop kicking around in the mud, stop, making excuses, okay? And it may be slow energy to come through with this soulmate. Like, even so, like, I even feel like this person may even, with it being reversed, be even slower to bring this pentacle to you. But they're there. They're on their way, and or they're going to show up quicker than you expected, because I do feel with that Knight of Pentacles that at some point they were taking their sweet ass time, and it was, Aries is not very patient, so we may be like, oh my God, are you getting here? Like, are you coming? Are you even still coming? Like, what's happening? Like, there may have been, again, a pause in the connection. Scissors, disappointment in some affairs. So this person may have disappointed you, okay, as well, because we have the Dark Night of the Soul. So they may have disappointed you because they kind of dipped and went somewhere, they could have gone within, and, this is that soulmate energy. Or it could, again, just be a friend who was trying to make it out of this Dark Night of the Soul, okay? And now that they're kind of, maybe they're not offering that anymore as a soulmate. Maybe you're not even messing with them anymore because you're like, you know what? I'm disappointed in you. You took too long. Shit's already changed. And, maybe that's not going to work out anymore, or you're not as enthused about this person anymore. Okay, Aries. Excuse me. Twin flame message. Is it possible to forgive and forget? So you may be wondering if your twin can forgive and forget, or, kind of overlook some things that took place in this connection. Aries, you may have been the one who went through the Dark Night of the Soul and who came out, and maybe the soulmate was around, and maybe it was just they were disappointed in you because you didn't make that offer, or you didn't come through quick enough, possibly, or you never gave them that offer. It's very possible. And it could be because we're looking back and the stars looking up, and it's this union, okay? So it's almost like maybe you were looking at someone else to come into union with, maybe not the soulmate, maybe your twin for some of you. So it's definitely that energy that I'm feeling here, that there are maybe two people involved, a soulmate and a twin, obviously, because we have the soulmate card here. All right, so let's do some clarifying here. Let's get some energy on the Queen of Swords. Let's see what they have to say about her. All right, why do we have the Queen of Swords here for the mutual energy, please? Ten of Cups reverse. Okay, this is like, again, this is not showing emotions, not feeling emotionally fulfilled in this connection, okay, between you and your twin. This Ten of Cups is definitely, when it's upright, it's like, feeling emotionally fulfilled, feeling loving and kind and compassionate towards this person, and again, emotional fulfillment, and there's 10 cups, and they're all being filled, and it's like, feels so good, okay? But when it's reversed, it's like, where's the emotion? It's like, all we have are these swords here. All we've got going on is a lot of straightforward communication that eventually Aries is going to get bored with, okay? Because we need that emotional connection. We crave that. We're not a water sign, but we still kind of need that balance of fire and water to kind of quench our souls in order to feel, at least for me as an Aries, to feel connected. So there may be a disconnect there when it comes to emotions, and there may be a lot of things that need to be discussed that they're saying, take your emotions out of it in order to kind of see clearer. So that could be why. It may be that emotions are not the best way to go right now, because there are some issues that require logic and clarity and truth with this Queen of Swords. All right, and then we have the Five of Wands. That's that kind of conflicted friction energy. Why do we have the Five of Wands here? Okay. Okay, so now the communication, it feels like, has gone from the 5, it's clarified by the 9 of Wands and the 6 of Wands. So lots of fiery energy here, a lot of ego, a lot of somebody craving attention, wanting attention, needing that attention. May have been you or this other person, this mature man that really is like stuck in their ego and really just wants attention. And causes problems on purpose because of that. And this 9 of Wands is almost like we go from the 5 to the 9. So it's almost like there's this there's a wounded warrior with that 9 of Wands normally in any other deck. This guy looks like he's just actually been through battle and he's like, hey, what's up? I'm looking pretty damn good. I feel like I've got victory here. So you may have received some type of victory to get these people, whoever was kind of acting a fool or causing this friction in your relationship or in your life, whatever, to shut the hell up or to finally listen to you, okay? Because you were like, listen, okay, I know what I'm talking about. This is, we need to have a conversation that's balanced and it's not 5 people trying to, insert their opinions, and this 9 of Wands is like, okay, so this has caused me a lot of stress. Like we go from the 5 to the 9. So there are maybe only this much involved, but this is the background of it. This is like this person being, like absolutely done. Okay. This was the mutual energy of the Gemini reading too. It's almost like, being put through the ringer. Okay. But something has changed within that communication. And now you feel like you've gotten some victory or some, you kind of won over the situation, or somebody's finally listening to you. Again, there's a lot of ego and attention seeking. So these people that have, all of their, that's causing all this friction, they really just want to get your goat too. I feel like for a lot of you, they're just causing friction just because they're bored with their own lives or dissatisfied with their own shit, and you're like, listen, like, I see you, all you want is attention, all you want is attention, and you just make it harder and harder for me. And I'm done with it. Like, this needs to end, with this pause or end completely. It doesn't even need to pause. It needs to go the hell away. So I feel like finally somebody maybe heard you had to get to the 9. Like, you had to be like, okay, here is why I feel this way. Here is what's going on. Please listen to me because I am speaking from experience. I have something to say and I'm not backing down. Okay, I feel like a lot of you were like, I'm not backing down. Like, listen. And, it's definitely Aries. We don't like when people, talk over us or whatever. I guess we kind of talk over people at times too, but, it definitely does get to that energy where it's just like, too many people involved just makes things just icky. It sucks. Okay. All right. So hopefully feeling like, you've come full circle with some type of victory within the situation, some type of like, oh my gosh, now, now I have the power back. Okay, maybe you've reclaimed your power, okay? All right. Now let's look at the star here. Okay, that's our wishes, hope and faith, and healing, a lot of healing. So there may be healing going on in this union. Okay, so why is the star here? Why is the star here? Oh, okay. So this is a twin flame card. So you may be wishing for union with a Gemini. We have the lovers here. So again, I talked about Gemini because I feel like Gemini is very relevant for some of you. Again, could be your twin. But this is a twin flame card. So this is reversed. So there's some type of like union is upside down. Like the union's here, like it could happen, but there's a pause in it, okay? There's a pause in it for some reason for some of you, okay? And it could be because someone was still coming out of a dark night of the soul and they were still dealing with a soulmate, okay? Somebody who was just dragging things out. I feel like with this Knight of Pentacles, like dragging things out. So if they were trying to get out of another situation in order to come towards you, this person with that Knight of Pentacles they may not feel financially stable to the soulmate to come towards you or your twin, either one. But maybe somebody was trying to drag their feet when it came to finances, or it came to splitting up things if they were going through a divorce, or I don't see that here, but it's very possible that that's, with this Lover's card reversed, it shows it can be a divorce. It can be somebody who's not faithful. It could be cheating, but it also is saying like, this is your twin. You know that, and you're wishing for them. And there's a lot of healing that has to be done in this connection. There may be a choice too. Between Aquarius may be choosing you or not, because this is the star card. So they may be on the fence between you and a soulmate, okay? Or you may be on the fence about an Aquarius and someone else. It's like choosing between two people possibly, okay? So keep that in mind. It doesn't have to be an Aquarius energy. We just have Aquarius here. So it very much shows, there's something upside down about the union. There's something about the Lover's card that you want to, the union should be happening, but it's not, okay? There's a pause, okay? Or there's a reason that it's not happening yet, okay? I feel like it's like, oh my gosh, taking forever, okay? This person, this Nine of Pentacles, or whoever they're dealing with, is kind of dragging it out. Or now they're not like offering anything anymore, and you're like, well, what the hell, like, where are you? What's wrong? Because there's disappointment here in some affair. All right, with that scissors. All right, why is the Knight of Pentacles reversed? Why is the Knight of Pentacles reversed? Okay. Yeah, so I feel exactly. Okay, so we have the Devil reversed and the Four of Swords. Okay. So this person may have been codependent on someone else. They are trying to get out of a situation or address some of the things that the devil represents. It represents codependency, represents drinking, drugs, anything that is lower vibrational when it's upright. But when it's reversed, it's recovering. And this is double meaning recovery here with this Four of Swords. So somebody's recovering from possibly some codependency. And it could have to do with Knight of Pentacles in their life. This is Earth energy here. So, and maybe not offering anything right now because they're just resting. Like that's that Knight of Pentacles I was talking about, who goes to the tavern and gets drunk. This guy probably fell asleep. Okay, so he's asleep. He's just hanging out. He's just resting. He's not taking any action right now, or there isn't any action. And it could be because this person was going through a dark night of the soul, but they're recovering from that. Okay. And it could be the soulmate as well. Doesn't have to be your twin because the soulmate is in the same line. So you could be dealing with somebody who, you were trying to get things off the ground with maybe, but they may not be offering anything right now, or they may be in a resting state, okay, because they're recovering from, I believe, some other outside situation that has caused them some, to feel like they have, some demons to look at, to really, especially with that dark night of the soul. That's definitely like that devil upright for me. It's like you have to go in and look at all those yucky parts of yourself when you go through that dark night of the soul. But it is necessary in order to release those, in order to come together, in order to have union. Okay, so that's very interesting energy here. I'm really like, wow. Okay, this is interesting. And this person wants, twin wants to know. You want to know if your twin can forgive and forget. So you may have chosen someone else. You may have chosen to go with a soulmate over your twin, and maybe you want, maybe you changed your mind, okay? And maybe, that's why we have the Lovers here reversed over the Star here. So it's almost like wishing and hoping that things were different, or that you'd made a different choice, okay? Or getting guidance about what choice to make so that you can come into union with that person. And you can still come into union with the soulmate. There's nothing wrong with that. But that may have stalled as well here for those of you that are dealing with two different people. Okay. All right, let's look at your fortune. This is beautiful. Oh, we have Lion. So again, we have Leo here, Leo energy. Lion, harness the loyal and protective aura of the lion and charge ahead magnificently. Yeah, so they're loyal to you. You're loyal to them, for your twin. And they want you to charge ahead magnificently on this journey. Just keep going, okay? Even with that Wounded Warrior card here with that Nine of Wands, I still want you to just keep going, okay? Because victory is here for you, okay? And there may be some choice that you have to make And you may need to rest in order to make that decision. For some of you, you may be this Knight of Pentacles energy that may have been, where you were like, I got work to do. Hold on. Like, I need to go through this dark night of the soul. I need to rest. I need to acknowledge my demons and the darkness, release that in order to move forward. Okay. So it's almost like, I feel like this Knight of Pentacles is like, he was like plodding along and then, his horse was like not going any further. So, all right, guys. Well, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you on the other side for your twins video. Take care.